So you like mysteries, huh? Well, then you gotta go where the stuff that dreams are made of is kept, and that's audible.com. Go to audibletrial.com/IBRT for a free audiobook, from classic mysteries like Dashiell Hammett's The Maltese Falcon to thrillers of a contemporary cut like The Girl on the Train by best-selling author Paula Hawkins. Whether you like dead heiresses in the solarium or hot Tommy guns in the alley, Audible.com is your source for mystery. That's audibletrial.com/IBRT, because only a cheap gunsel would pass up a free audiobook, right? audibletrial.com/IBRT.
Following audio drama is rated PG for parental guidance.
Scoop Sisters Mysteries
on Icebox Radio.
Here's your Icebox Radio news clip. An unexplainable strange phenomenon happened last night over the Minnesota-Canadian border. More than a dozen people witnessed a variety of mysterious, color-changing lights over Rainy Lake, near Minnesota. Our news broadcast dubbed them the mysterious Northern Lights. Witnesses described everything from a red glowing cloud to light orbs that changed in color from green to blue as they danced across the sky, at times appearing to dive near the water. The government is sending a team of researchers to investigate the unexplained phenomenon.
I tell you, Harvey, those lights over the lake were the strangest thing I ever saw.
Morning, Harvey. Kathy, give me a mocha latte. If you have anything stronger than coffee, put that in it, too.
This is a coffee shop, not a bar, Al. You'll have to take your latte straight. You look a bit shaken. Anything wrong?
Well, didn't you hear about the aliens?
Aliens?
The flying saucers and the outer space lights.
Kathy and I were just discussing the strange light seen over the lake last night. I haven't heard of any flying saucers or aliens.
The lights, they were mini flying saucers, probably sent dozens of aliens to invade Earth.
Al, I think you've been watching too much sci-fi.
I saw the lights with my own eyes. Strangest thing I ever saw. But I would not say the orbs were spaceships or flying saucers, and I didn't see any little green men.
You don't see them unless they want to be seen. They wear some kind of cloak that makes them invisible.
Al, remember the prototype car you thought was a terrorist machine? I think you're overthinking this just like you did the car. Relax.
Well, if it wasn't aliens, then what was it?
That I can't answer. I didn't personally see them. Could be some kind of atmospheric phenomena or a secret military experiment. Maybe some kind of new Northern Lights.
It wasn't Northern Lights. I've seen dozens of them. This was something completely different. I was so fascinated by them I didn't even think to be afraid. If it had popped into my head that they were spaceships or anything like that, I'd have been as scared as a cat being chased by hungry dogs.
Morning, Harvey. How are you this fine morning?
Good. What can I get for you?
Make it a cappuccino. Morning, Kathy, Al.
Morning.
Hey, did you see the darn lights over the lake last night?
Just briefly. I was watching TV. My two dogs were outside, and all of a sudden they started going nutsoid. I went out expecting to find they had cornered some kind of critter, and instead I found them running in circles, barking at the sky. I looked up just in time to see a series of blue light orbs streak off eastward.
Yes, I saw that too. Before the orbs disappeared, they put on quite a performance.
So my neighbor Diana said. She said they darted all over the sky.
Yes, they did. Sometimes going high, other times really low.
Diana said once a really bright light seemed to hover right over the end of the pier.
Really? I missed that.
The weirdest thing was, right after spotting the lights, my dogs took off towards the road, barking. I called them back, but they weren't listening. So I went after them, and there was this strange guy walking down the road. I had to take the dogs by their collars to keep from attacking him.
Bet it was an alien.
Huh?
Don't pay Al any mind. this guy, he wasn't anyone you knew.
No, never saw him before. He was very tall, and he seemed to have large eyes. He was dressed out of date, like he belonged back in the 60s or something.
An alien, probably from planet X. I'm going to go home and prepare my escape.
Well, you take care, Al. I hope to see you at Sunday services.
You will if we haven't been attacked by then. You all try to have a nice day.
You too, Al.
What's up with Weird Al?
You know him. He thinks spaceships dropped off little green men.
The guy's been smoking too much or something.
Yeah, I think Al's always had a bat loose in his belfry.
He's the nicest guy, but I agree he's a strange one.
Speaking of strange guys, look at the one headed this way.
That's him. That's the guy I saw last night.
Good morning. What can I get for you?
What kind of product do you sell here?
Coffee, latte, cappuccino, tea. We also have an assortment of cold drinks and a few cookies and donuts.
What is a cappuccino?
It's an Italian espresso with hot milk and milk foam.
Sounds of interest. Give me that.
Good morning. Are you new in town?
Yes.
My name is Kathy, and this is Pastor Jane. Let us be the first to welcome you to our fine city. And your name is...
Gormagnac. That is considerate of you, madame. Is Pastor your name or your profession?
Well, profession. I'm the minister. Here's my card. We would love for you to attend services on Sunday.
Thank you. I will give your invitation consideration. Churches are a wholesome part of a society.
Yes, they are.
Here's your cappuccino. That'll be $3.25.
Will this be sufficient for purchase?
That's a $50 bill. Do you have anything smaller? That's a $100 bill. I'll make change for you out of the 50.
Hot.
Yes, sorry, I should have warned you. Here's your change.
Thank you. Frivolous flavor. I like it.
Enjoy, and have a good day.
Good day. Oh, yes. Means enjoy the endeavors of this day. Yes, I plan to.
He was as strange as a Wookiee in a convent.
Definitely not local.
That voice, it didn't sound natural. It almost sounded mechanical.
Maybe due to surgery.
Perhaps, but those eyes are what got me. They were shiny, almost as if they were glass, and he looked like he was looking right through you.
Well, perhaps he'll attend services on Sunday and we can get to know more about him then. Hello, Gorm. Glad to see you made it to our service. I hope you enjoyed the sermon.
Your message was very thought-provoking. Dummy, is your message programmed or is it free spirit?
Forgive me, I'm not quite sure what you mean.
Does another entity give you your message or do you provide the message yourself?
Well, I'd like to think my inspiration comes from a higher entity, but I do write all my own sermons.
Excellent. I'll make note of that.
Are you doing some kind of research?
Yes.
For a company or for personal?
Jane, forgive me for interrupting, but we have an emergency. Judy Anderson just grabbed her chest and collapsed on the floor. Call 911.
Oh, my, yes, I'll call right away.
Take me to her. Perhaps I can help.
She's there, on the floor.
Stand back, please. Give me room.
Do you think you should move her before the paramedics arrive?
She needs to be flat.
I called. I think they're on their way. What is Gorm doing?
I don't know. He's just moving his hands up and down above her body and seems to be in some kind of trance.
Well, what's up with the sounds?
Haven't a clue. Maybe he's some kind of holistic doctor?
Well, perhaps I should stop him at least till the paramedics get here.
I don't think he's doing any harm, but... Oh, look! She's sitting up.
What happened?
You suffered a malady?
A what? Who are you?
I am Gorm. You should be feeling well now.
Well, yes. As a matter of fact, I feel great. But the last thing I remember, I was talking to the ladies and suddenly felt severe pain in my chest. I was having a hard time breathing.
Yes, and then you passed out. Jane called the paramedics.
Oh, they're here now.
I'm so embarrassed, really. I feel fine.
Oh, no reason to be embarrassed. I still think you should let the paramedics check you over.
All right, but really, I feel better than I have in years. It's so strange.
You can thank Gorm for that. Whatever he did seems to have helped.
Speaking of Gorm, where is he?
I don't see him. I certainly need to thank him. Is he new? I don't remember seeing him before. His looks gave me a bit of a start when I first came to.
Yes, he's new to our community. He's different, but he seems to have a special gift.
This way, fellas. Your patient seems to have recovered, but I'd appreciate you checking her out anyway.
Morning, Kathy. Your usual?
Yes, good old peppermint tea, the best way to start off the morning.
Morning, Kathy. Personally, I need that jolt of caffeine to get my morning started.
Anything new on our Wonder Boy Gorm?
Well, you heard what happened at the church on Sunday, didn't you?
Yes. In fact, Judy was in here a couple days later. She's fine. Her family insisted on her going to the doctor. She did, and he found nothing wrong. In fact, he was at a loss to explain it, but she didn't have a sign of a heart murmur she'd had for years, and her arthritis seemed to have disappeared.
Really? How strange.
You know, Gorm seems to be a jack of all trades. He's been all over town helping people out. He gave George out at the nursery some great tips on how to grow plants and keep flowers fresh. And that old crane out at the mill that they were ready to junk, he got that running like it was new.
Well, he knows nothing about clothing stores. He was in my place asking some of the strangest questions. I tried to sell him a more updated outfit, but he put me off. Said maybe later. I did sell him a pair of shoes, though.
He's become addicted to cappuccino. The other morning he came in and I was having trouble getting my espresso machine to work. He had it running in a matter of minutes.
Lucky for you.
Yeah. Oh, and I asked him why his voice was so different.
Did you get an answer?
He said he had an implanted voice box.
Amazing what they can do these days.
Al, you okay? You look like you've seen a ghost.
Well, give me the strongest cup of joe you have. I gotta get a shot of caffeine before I pass out.
Coming right up.
Have a seat. Tell us what's wrong.
Can't say. I just have to get home and report my sighting.
Sighting?
Well, that Gorm guy, he's definitely an alien. Or maybe possessed by one.
Now, Al, why would you say that?
I was walking over by the library, and I see this Gorm guy standing by the band shell in the park. And all of a sudden, there's a bright light surrounding him, so bright it was blinding, and I blink, and he changes color.
He what?
Well, he didn't, but his clothes did. You know that strange outfit he's always wearing? Well, it was navy blue, and in a blink of an eye, it changed from navy blue to a forest green shirt and a brown pair of pants.
Are you sure the sun wasn't playing tricks on you or something?
I'm sure.
Take it easy on that stuff. You'll give yourself heartburn.
Oh, heartburn's the least of my troubles. Got to get home now and report my sighting on alientown.org.
Maybe you better go home and sleep on it first.
I got to do it while it's fresh in my mind. I'll see you all.
That guy never fails to surprise me.
Personally, I think he's suffering from a bad hangover. I heard he tied one on at the roadhouse last night.
Speaking of Gorm, here he comes. Morning, Gorm. You want your usual cappuccino?
Yes, one large cappuccino.
One cappuccino coming up.
Price is $3.25, correct?
Yes.
Here, 3 1-paper dollars and 1 not quite silver quarter.
Thank you. Here's your cappuccino.
Look! She's gonna run right out in front of that car!
I don't believe it! The car just stopped dead in its tracks!
Well, where did Gorm go?
He's out with that girl that almost got hit.
Oh, that was fast.
He dropped his drink. I'll clean that up.
I'm gonna go out and see if I can be of any help.
Here comes Jane and Gorm.
Look, the girl doesn't appear to be hurt. She's back playing ball with her brother.
Forgive the spill. I thank you for clearing the contents from the floor.
No problem. I'll get you another one. On the house.
On the house?
Means I'll give you one free.
Why would you do that? Very unproductive.
Well, you were startled by what you witnessed, and you seem to have been great assistance to that little girl, so it's my way of saying thank you.
Very good of you.
Tried to get old man Jarvis to come in and have a cup of coffee with us. He was pretty shaken up, but he said he just wanted to get home.
Was that who was driving the car?
Yes, and he said it was the strangest thing. He was driving along at the speed limit. All of a sudden, he sees the girl dash out right in front of him, and before he could use his brakes, his motor just seemed to die. He said it felt like his car hit an invisible brick wall.
And thank goodness it did. I wonder why the motor died.
Temporary stoppage of fuel and metric energy displacement.
Sounds like a good theory, but way over my head.
Thank you for the free cappuccino. I must go now.
You're welcome. Have a great day.
You also.
He was so good with that little girl. He calmed her right down.
It is strange how that car just stopped on a dime.
One of those unexplained miracles which we just have to be thankful for.
Amen to that. I did notice something, though.
What's that?
Gorm was wearing a forest green shirt and a brown pair of pants.
Oh, you don't think Al saw what he said he saw, do you?
I don't know what to think.
Harvey, turn up the radio. They're talking about the lights that reappeared last night.
Our Icebox News clip is again about the mysterious northern lights. For the second time in a week, the light orbs were spotted over Rainy Lake. Researchers were on hand to observe the phenomena, but were hesitant to say just what they were. One researcher hinted they may be some kind of Canadian weather balloons. However, Environment Canada was quick to say they had no weather balloon experiments at this time.
They didn't say anything we didn't already know.
Has anyone seen that Gorm guy today?
I haven't. Why?
I'm just curious. He seemed to be everywhere this past week, and now he's nowhere in sight.
I'm sure we'll see him before long.
Al, you don't still think he's an alien, do you?
Oh, I haven't made up my mind about that yet, but if he is, he doesn't appear to be the destructive kind. He's done some good things around here. Still, he's a strange one.
I'll give you that, but I like him.
Me too.
Well, I'm out of here. Going to see if I can find Gorm. I have some questions for him.
Good luck in getting him to answer them. He seems a little evasive when it comes to questions, particularly about him.
I'll do my best. Bye.
Jane, you're sure quiet this morning. Anything wrong?
Harvey, Kathy, I have to show you something. But you have to promise me you won't say a word to anyone about this.
Okay, but why so secretive?
You'll see. Look at my video camera. Watch this little screen.
Oh, you took pictures of the lights.
Sweet.
Just keep watching.
Is that Gorm?
Yes.
Wow, what a bright light. I can't see anything but the light. Blocks out the wharf, the water, Gorm, everything.
Whoa! Where did Gorm go?
Good question. The only thing left on the dock is his shoes.
The light was blinding. Maybe he just ran away when the bright light appeared.
Maybe, but his shoes.
Perhaps he'd already taken them off. Maybe he was going to sit at the end of the dock and dangle his feet in the water.
Let me go back to just before the bright light. Look, there's Gorm with his shoes on.
I don't know. Did you retrieve his shoes?
No, it never entered my mind. Maybe I should have.
He couldn't have just disappeared into thin air.
Well, that's what I keep telling myself, but there is no sign of him, and from this film it appears that he did just that. Plus, I've been thinking about what my neighbor saw the first time the lights appeared.
What are you talking about?
Remember me telling you that Diana saw a bright light that engulfed the end of the pier? Well, later she told me she thought she saw someone or something on the pier right afterwards that wasn't there before.
Maybe it was just her eyes playing tricks on her.
Maybe. Maybe not. But Gorm appeared on the road right after that.
And this has been The Mysterious Northern Lights by Kenna Clayton. Your cast featured Jeff Adams as Al,
Justin Kapla as Harvey,
Kenna Clayton as the reporter,
Ayla McIntosh as Pastor Jane,
Karen Schickel as Kathy.
Alyssa Fletcher as Judy.
and introducing
Pierre and Erwin as Gorm.
Perrin's first time on stage with the IBRT.